and today I'm going to be showing you my newest solo starter base. To begin, you just have a triangle airlock, and left side you're going to have Dropbox storage, and this right path is going to bring you over to your front window, along with your workbench. If you follow along here, you're going to have a furnace jump up. This is going to bring you to 2 more garage doors, and then your shooting floor / your roof. Behind here is where I usually keep my battery, but you can also use it for more storage. And then this ladder hatch acts as a secondary airlock and a peek down for door campers. If you go back down to the core, you're going to get more storage. And right here is where we're going to be placing that bunker. And down here you have main loot and TC behind a window. If you look at the right side of the screen, upkeep is super affordable, and the average raid cost through doors and walls is going to be 28 rockets. So let's get into building it. First thing is first, you're going to want to place 3 triangles and then fully wall it off. Add on your ceiling, like so, but make sure you leave this front doorway as wood, because you're going to need to soft side it out later. Add in a tool cupboard, your furnace, and you can even add in a little shelf to give yourself a little more storage. And finally, you can just go and add your sleeping bag. This is the entire starter. Only problem with it is it doesn't have an airlock, but it's super easy to put down and pretty inexpensive. Alright, when you're ready to expand, just add 3 triangles on the front, just like this. Then you can start walling it off and put half walls up top. You can then add on a roof, like so. And finally, up here, you can add in 3 double doors. These double doors are going to act like your airlock for now. And you can either start placing some furnaces down in here, or your tier 1 workbench. Then heading back up top, to access your base, you're going to want to place a little twig jump up on the front, like so. And that's it for the first expansion. Base should look like that. When you're ready to expand, just add on these foundations. You can either do it out of stone or wood, doesn't really matter. After you're done placing all these foundations at the correct levels, you can start walling them in. Hop in here quick. And then once you're fully done with all that honeycomb, come over to the front. You can place a triangle foundation. This is where you're going to place that roof triangle. Placement can be a little tricky, but you should be able to line it up. Make sure to put a wall behind it. You can then climb up top and add floors onto all these. This will be your first expansion and gives you a full layer of honeycomb for that downstairs level. And it should look just like that. Coming back to the inside, there's a lot of improvements to be done, so I'll show you which ones I'd do first. Definitely get your bunker down, in case you want to go offline before getting all this down. And then I'd start adding in all these shelves. These can be super useful, give you a ton more storage. Should be able to place them all down like that. Then you can start getting extra loot down. For now, these can either act as your drop boxes, but eventually they'll be your second storage. And you may need to place a small box here just to be able to fit all the boxes in. But they should all fit like that, and you can even add more in downstairs. You can also go ahead and do this in your main loot room. And this is all up to you. You can always customize it, place workbenches down, otherwise place more furnaces down. That just kind of depends on what you need in the weight. But I usually find storage just to be the best. And yeah, I definitely get those improvements to the inside done as soon as possible. But yeah, that's the next step of the base. And now just save up to expand even more. Now let's finish this second floor. You can wall it in like so, adding in 2 door frames here. They're on a ceiling. Then on this side, you're going to add in 2 wall frames. Then you can start adding in a roof. Make sure this roof right here is wood, however. Then you can finish walling this off. Your shop fronts are going to go over here. Metal doors over here. You can begin making this loot room. Place in your boxes like so. Then over here is where you're going to be placing all those furnaces for the jump up. For now, I like using that extra door that we had from down in the core to block off this window. That way people can't see deep into your base. But here you are. This is honestly going to be your main living area in this base. It has a ton of storage and a lot of room as long as you have garage doors set down. And stepping outside should look something like that. You could use this as the final stage of the base if you'd like, but why not add a 3rd floor onto this? Coming back inside, you can soft side this out. Make this jump up and start walling this in. Make sure it's stone unless you can't afford it. And you're going to want to place down these walls and ceilings. You're going to add in 2 garage doors right here. Then you can add in another garage door right here for that battery. Now here comes the tricky part. The only thing set in stone is this triangle ladder hatch right here. It's going to act as that airlock. But everything else about the shooting floor is entirely up to you. Wherever you want to place the windows, wherever you want to place those low wall, half wall peaks, it's entirely up to you. Just do whatever you like the most. I usually do this orientation, but it doesn't really matter how you do it, to be honest. But place down those embrasures. Then if you'd like to, you can always leave part of the roof as wood to get full roof access, or you can just close it off like this. But there's your shooting floor, and the final part of the base is done. That's really all there is to it. Super easy base to make, and of course the inside is completely customizable. I showed you where I usually put everything in the walkthrough, but put it wherever you'd like. Make sure just to upgrade the core to sheet metal first, and adding honeycomb is as simple as just slapping down some triangle foundations. Like, it literally could not get easier than this. Throw down a bunch of triangles, add more walls, add more to the raid costs. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I'll probably come up with a couple more, but this is the one that I always go to whenever I'm playing solo now. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.